Right, welcome back to Kidderminster. Obviously, we've had the 3 legs of the A final live. Thank you to those of you who watched it. Not making the A final today was
surprised to make any final today.
was Martin Owen, who joins us live now for our evening chat. Just in the background, you can see they're prepping the track for tomorrow's action, including today's winner, Tom Yardy, walking around trying to work out how to lay the track out.
Yeah, I'll lay a track, and then he's not here tomorrow because he's only doing 2-wheel drive.
Exactly. Well, so at least he's not gaining an unfair advantage by laying the track.
No, he's not. No, I mean, he drove amazing today. I have to admit, he was on it, and it's nice, as much as it's nice to see Lee or Neil win. It's nice to see someone else win, and he drove well.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll get on to talking about you in just a minute, but but you know what? So we've had 2 nationals so far in 2-wheel drive, 2 different winners. Obviously, 4-wheel drive, first round was won by Elliott Boots. Are we seeing a change of the guard this year?
I think definitely there is a change. If you watched leg 1 with little Tommy Hall, I mean, he was right there, and I think he's coming. Take someone like Paul Crompton, who years ago, if he made 1 A or 2 A's in a season, it was great. Last year, he made a podium and made almost all the A's. This year now, even when he has a bad time or has a crash, he's still making the A. So it's only a matter of time before maybe he bumps up to podium, although he does have a girlfriend, so it may go a bit pear-shaped. but providing he can keep his focus, then, he can move up. So, yeah, I think it will change. I mean, we all get older, and there's not many that get faster as they get older. You still look at, like, Ellis Stafford. He's still quick for his age, but he's been doing it a long time. Tony Avoca, still very quick for an old guy, But as you get older, you get slower. I don't care what anyone says. If you do lose it,
I've just got all that to look forward to. Then,
yeah. I'm finding it now. I'm kind of there. I'm 44. So I'll be.
You are never 44.
I'm 44.
I thought you were older than that.
44. It's a hard paper round. But I'll be 45 next year. And it's on the other side of it now of being fairly old. But so it is.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I've noticed that your boss has started watching, so let's tell your boss how you've got on today.
Yeah, not very well. I had a bad day. I'll say, and I will never blame my tools. I never have. It was me today. I was tired and chasing. It was very wet this morning. I was laid in the tent so you could hear the rain, and all I was thinking is, you're just going to be chasing a drying track and a setup. And it was probably round 4 was the only round, I would say, from heat 1 to heat 12 that was a fair crack at the whip for everyone. 1, 2 and 3, you stood marshalling, just watching people just go faster than you because the track was drier. And then setup as well, I got the car exactly how I wanted it in the final. I mean, in the final, the car was great. If I'd driven like that and got the car like that, with a better result. But I work in the motor trade, and it's for those that don't know, the motor trade at the moment is not the nicest place to work. It's dead. Brexit has killed it a little bit. We're not selling the cars and the volume, and there's a lot of pressure there. And sometimes when you come racing, it takes a day to forget about the pressures of work and to enjoy the hobby. And that was a little bit of today. And I can't think of any more excuses other than I was just rubbish. And I'm better at 4-wheel drive, so I've just set myself up for a complete fail tomorrow.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm totally with you on the whole sort of takes a bit of time for the pressures of work, and I have no idea how I'm going to get on tomorrow because I can barely keep my eyes open after the week I've had. So
travelling and
just a little bit. Watch out for me in the bottom final tomorrow.
I don't think it'll be in the bottom final.
No, you're right. I might scrape the K. That would be a good result.
And the other thing is people do forget. I looked today at the listings, and it goes F1, F2, all the way down, and then you have an F3 at the bottom. I can remember 5 years ago, it'd be some F1, some F2, some F3, some S4, some F5s. It's very hard this year. I thought it was difficult last year, and it was the same, but I think there's less F3s this year. It's more.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I'm an F3 and I was way down the reserve list.
Exactly. So it is a harder series this year. But, you know, with that, you should come and put your A game on and go for it. And, you know, as you know, with work, sometimes you don't get prepped like you'd like. Things just don't happen like they would. And this is one of those weeks. But, you know, we've got our new four-wheel drive again out tomorrow, and that car has been incredible. I won a regional with it last week, and I've never gone to a regional, TQ'd the first two legs. TQ'd the first two rounds, go out in the first two legs of the A, win it, and be able to sit and watch. The car was phenomenal. Okay, it's on my home track, and I've been around there 100 times. A bit like people would say that about Tom today. Kiddie, this is his home track.
Yep.
But you still got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, a lot of us came here last year and said, oh, it's Tom Yardy's home track, he's going to win it, and he didn't. But today he did, but it was hard work.
Yeah. But he hasn't raced a lot either with his little boy now. You know, it's very much, he's only racing on a Saturday, and he's not racing as much, so to come and do it. But sometimes maybe the break does you well. I mean, I had a bit of a break after France and came back a little bit faster and a little bit better. It's edging off a little bit now, and maybe it's time for it. Well, it's a break. I'm on a holiday next week, so which will be very nice. A week in Tenerife, I won't be playing with toy cars.
Oh, I could do one of those. I really could. But yeah,
it's long overdue. And then get back into racing. I know you go to Slovakia and watch the Worlds, and probably help Crompton a little bit if I can. So and maybe if Warsaw lets me do my Team GB bit and shout at people. And
shout at the officials and make sure they're doing the thing.
French, lucky enough we're not in France, so it should be quite good.
So you're gonna go and upset my lot, the X-ray lot, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go upset Uri. I upset Uri in China when I took him out, so I'm kind of used to that. Although he did kind of block me, so he just got a bit of a love tap, and I think he swore at me in some strange Slovakian language, but he was all right about it. They're good, you know. X-ray seem to get a little bit of a bad rep, and I'm not sure it's all justified. Some of it is, but not all of it.
We're not all bad people, you know.
No, you know, and especially in the UK, Collinson's a great guy, Domson, yourself, all the X-ray guys, really nice guys. So, you know, what we see in the bigger wide world of toy car racing shouldn't affect what people think of what brand you use in this country. So, you know. couldn't agree with you more on that front. But there you go. It's just life, though, isn't it? You know, if there's some controversy, then people will talk about it. But I forgot, I'm also not allowed to call it toy cars, are we? It's scale motorsport. I get told off calling it toy cars, but it's toy cars at the end of the day. That's how I explain it to people.
Of course it is, yeah. And do you know what? Sometimes if you kind of say, I'm off playing with toy cars, then actually, you know, people think you're less of an idiot for taking something like this too seriously.
Definitely. So, yeah, no, it's been a tough day at the office, but, you know, the tough days make the good days even better. And tomorrow with the four-wheel drive, hope we will have a better day. If we don't, you write this event off, you go to the next one and you try and do better. I am quite looking forward to the next one at Eden Park. I am quite like that track.
Okay, so for somebody that's never been to it, and you know, we're still at Kidderminster, we've still got a day of racing tomorrow, so we probably shouldn't be, you know, focusing too much on Eden Park. But for somebody that's never been there before, like myself, what can I expect? Is it because of the concrete or the tarmac? Is it similar to Kidderminster in any way?
It is. I mean, I've not been there since we did the last national, which I think was 2 years ago. But it's got some nice, you go into quite a nice astro-banked corner. And then you come into this concrete section and they got these like moguls in the middle of them. So the line's kind of dictated through those, but it seems to just work very well. And the other nice thing is over right on the left-hand side, they got some quite nice doubles and quite a nice sort of a bomb hole you drop into. So there's just some nice features on it. I know they've done some work there, but it's just a nice track to drive unless it rains. Because they had to stop it last time because it got so slippery from marshalling. They had to sort of stop it. But
and this is Britain. Rain could come anytime. It doesn't matter whether it's summer, winter, you know.
Let's not talk about rain. We don't want rain. It's going to be dry tomorrow.
Yeah, I've seen that. And actually, I mean, we avoided the afternoon rain that we were scheduled here today, which is probably a good thing. You know, I know some people were desperate for the rain to come at certain times, but yeah, we want dry, quick racing, don't we?
I mean, you'd see that and you go, you know, wait till after my round to rain. But I would never want a result on a rain round because people always go, yeah, but you did well because there was a rain assist. I mean, my best result was at Eden Park and it did rain, but it rained all day. So it just got gradually worse, but they called it off after 3 rounds. So in my eyes, or I think it was 4 rounds, in my eyes, that's not a rain result because it was the same for everyone through the day.
Yeah.
So
well, and it's plenty of running. You know, it's not rain affected results. It's same for everyone. Exactly. So H final today. Is that right?
I'm going to hang myself later.
Well, let's hope not. I don't think you could in your tent anyway, so we're okay. No need to worry about him. What about tomorrow? What's your goal for tomorrow? Now, bear in mind, every time I've asked you what's your goal, you've given me a goal and you've nailed it. So, come on.
Tomorrow, I'd quite like to make the E. A D would be great. An E would be brilliant. A C would be dreamland. So, in E, I think I made an E at Robin Hood. If I can do that again, it's within the top 50. I always say, if you come to nationals, you make any final the other side of the second leg of the A, you're having an okay day.
Yeah. I've done it once, just once. Broxtowe last year. But
I had a theory with a friend of mine that used to race, and we said if you did that every race, you'd get your F2 national. And so far, it has worked. It's certainly not going that way for 2-wheel drive, but 4-wheel drive, I think we definitely got a chance there to improve. And with our new 4-wheel drive car, I mean, the thing is awesome. So,
what kind of layout are you hoping for? They often for 4-wheel drive go fast and flowy, but what do you want?
Inside info, I have been told it is going to be quite fast.
Breaking news here. Breaking news.
Yeah, so I've been told it is going to be quite a fast, flowy layout, unless Tom changes his mind. Which
oh my word! Actually, you can. I don't know if you can see here, but we're gonna. So this is the straight here, and we'll come round turn 1. You see, it looks like we're going to hairpin up on the top corner, and then come all the way down the inside straight. So that is quick, and if you can carry that flat chat, that's some speed through there.
Yeah, I mean, especially soon it's going to be dry tomorrow. That is going to be some speed. The only thing you don't want to do is you can get so much speed through this tarmacy area here, and then get it kind of roll onto the this straight, and then end up on that straight with the car coming the other way. That's the only kind of worry that I can see with this layout. But
I may have some experience of having done that in the past.
Yeah, I think we all have. I think I've done it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people come around and slide down this thing all the way to that grey.
That's a chassis grinder right there, isn't it?
And they're not using the bank in the corner, which is unusual.
I'm down with that though. I'm not a huge fan of the tarmacy, concretey sections. Although it looks like they're still debating what to do with this section down here. So Ben Pugh, Matt Dodd, Tommy Hardy's dad there, and some kids generally crawling down the track.
Tom's obviously gone home to have a few drinks and celebrate. He's left his sister here. Laura's still here as well. So.
And one of your RC Octane friends up on the rostrum as well.
Yeah, so Mr. Poulter.
Yeah,
our star driver really for RC Octane. He's a good driver, and brilliant for the shop and the team. He's one of those guys you can ask a question and he'll give you a straight answer. So. Of
course, we've all noticed a new structure in the pit area as well. Kev's gone and invested in some pitting.
So Kev and Alec decided to, up the game a little bit and look professional. It's amazing. It looks really good. One thing a lot of people say, it's black. It'll be really dark inside, but it's not. The roof of it is white when the sun comes through, so it's really bright in there. And yeah, Kev's put a lot of time and effort into the product, and I'm not going to blow smoke up his bum. He knows what my thoughts are, but this is a guy who's got a model shop, got lucky to be able to get involved in importing a product into the country, and he's putting a lot of time and a lot of effort into it, and to make it look professional, and people forget. We haven't got the big X-ray backings or the Associated or Schumacher drivers. Or we do everything we're doing. We're learning ourselves and teaching ourselves. Which when you go and win, it makes you feel quite good because it's something we've done as a team. I mean, I've been there this is my 3rd season with them. I'll be there for a 4th season. I won't be going anywhere because they look after me and it's great to be involved in something. It's not just a team, it's a product, and I really enjoy it.
Talking of being looked after, so glad that Carnival Pizza are here today. Oh, I love their pizzas. Oh yeah. Do I look like somebody who doesn't enjoy their food? A couple of quick questions for you, and then we'll finish, because God knows what's going on with the data on my phone right now. After 3 legs of the A final plus this, yeah, it's work phone. So,
That's all right.
what are you thinking we're going to end up on front tyres wise tomorrow? I mean, it seems there's a mix between darts and fusions and swaggers and staggers.
My theory is, I always think darts are quicker if you can hang on to the car. I was using darts. Last year was using the cut staggers, and they were safe, but they weren't as fast as the darts.
Right, sorry about that. My phone giving strange messages.
On the tyres, yeah, I was using cut staggers. They were safe, but I don't think they were as fast. So I've just worked on darts. Wherever I go, I've just used darts, and I quite like them. We have to cut a few rows off, but they do seem to work.
I've been trialling blue darts just lately, and actually I quite like them.
Yeah, that'd be quite nice, because they're supposed to be a little bit harder, so they'll move across it. I don't quite like the fusions outdoors. I thought they made the car feel a bit numb.
Yeah.
But the best thing, look at the top 5 guys. They're probably all going to be on darts. Then it's the tyre to have.
Yeah.
They're the top guys for a reason, so people always try something thinking they're going to get that amazing, magical second a lap because they're on a different tyre. No, they won't.
Okay, final question before my phone explodes. Top 3 tomorrow?
So top 3 tomorrow, I think, will be... Let's have a think about this. I think Elliot Boots is going to do it again.
You think you'll take another one?
He's riding high off the Silver State victory, which was awesome to go watch him beat Americans. We like that. So I think it'll be Elliot Boots again, and then I think it'll be Neil and then Lee.
Interesting. Okay, so is that exactly how it finished? No, it was Lee was second at Robin Hood, wasn't it?
Second at Robin Hood, but I just think...
And actually, I've got to ask you, what was your thoughts on the whole Boots and Martin controversy there? I'm not sure how controversial it was, but,
in my theory, they said in driver's briefing that if you lunged across that line and you didn't make the next corner, it didn't count. So it's quite straightforward. He didn't make the corner, so...
That was my initial impression. Other people have told me he did make the corner.
I was stood right there. I mean, it was straight in front of me, and he made the corner after the crash.
Did he only make the corner because of the crash, you think?
Maybe kind of railed it off the side. I mean, I think maybe what they should, and I love Robin Hood, so I would never complain about anything there, is maybe the loop needs to be a place where you can race for the line. But then again, Monaco, the finish line has got a corner at the end. If if they moved that corner closer and you went straight off, you wouldn't win the race.
Okay, we are back just to say goodbye now. Everything on my phone is telling me there's not enough space, so we're going to go.
Leave your phone and get an Apple product.
Or just clear some stuff off my phone, really. It would help.
That could lead to another conversation, couldn't it?
We won't go there, because all of my pictures and videos are stored on a memory card, because these take memory cards, and we're going to go. So they're still working on the track behind us. Thank you very much for watching, and big thank you to you, Mr. Owen, for coming to join me. I would shake your hand, but my hand is holding the tripod, so I can't, but thank you very much.
Enjoy. Thank you very much. See you soon.
Right, see you all tomorrow.